Hey, did you know that our brain starts shrinking after the age of 30? And at the age of 40, it starts to decrease in size by 5% per decade. And that leads to age-related cognitive decline. But did you know that exercise is one of the few proven and of course free method to not only maintain brain health but also to increase the size of our brain? Yep, that's right. And if we're thinking about losing weight, did you know that exercise is not the best way to lose weight? Hey, it's me Ankur, and in this video, I'm going to share some amazing facts and benefits of exercise that I have learned recently and which can hopefully inspire you to add exercise into your daily routine. And if you're a fitness freak, still keep watching because I'm pretty sure you'll find something new in this video. Now let's start with the brain, because the brain is one of the most positively affected organs by exercise. As I mentioned earlier, our brain decreases in size as we grow older. In a study, some 60 plus older adults were divided into two groups. One group did aerobic exercise while the other group did stretching for 6 months. And after 6 months, the result was astonishing. Brain volume increased significantly, both dark and white matter in the aerobic exercise group but not in the stretching group. When we exercise, we produce a chemical called BDNF. Now what the heck is BDNF, and more importantly, why does it matter, right? BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is a type of protein that is crucial for learning and memory. It supports the survival of existing neurons and differentiate new neurons. This fantastic, amazing protein has a vital role in neurogenesis and neuroplasticity. Now what the heck is neurogenesis, and what does it mean by neuroplasticity, right? Well, neurogenesis is the process of forming new neurons in our brain. For a long time, it was believed that the adult brain didn't produce new neurons. But in 1962, Joseph Altman first reported about adult neurogenesis in mammals. And some 20 years later, it was rediscovered that the adult brain grows new neurons throughout life. And BDNF is one of the most active neurotrophins in adult neurogenesis. When you learn something new, your brain changes. You make new connections between neurons. Neuroplasticity is the ability of your brain to modify itself functionally and structurally in response to the environment by forming new connections between neurons. So we can actually change and rewire our brain, and BDNF has an important role in that process. Lower BDNF levels, on the other hand, are associated with neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease. According to World Health Organization, chronic diseases, also known as non-communicable diseases, are the leading cause of death worldwide, killing 41 million people each year, which is 71% of all deaths globally. One of the major factors for these diseases is physical inactivity, and 1.6 million deaths annually can be attributed to insufficient physical activity. Again, according to WHO, the world's biggest killer is ischemic heart disease, also known as coronary heart disease. Study shows that there is an inverse association between heart disease and physical activity. The Interheart study in 2004 cited physical inactivity as one of 9 major contributors to heart disease. The authors estimated that the proportion of heart attacks attributable to physical inactivity was 12%. Now, how to get a healthy and strong heart? And you know the answer? Yep, exercise. When you exercise, your muscles work harder and need more oxygen. And your heart also works harder and beats faster to supply oxygen to your blood. When you're active regularly, your heart gets used to moving more blood through your body, and over time, unlike any other muscle, your heart also gets bigger and stronger, and it beats less often to do the same job. Regular exercise can lower your risk of heart disease by 35%. Exercise has dramatically positive effects on the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. These two regions of our brain are involved in learning and memory. Hippocampus has a major role in forming and storing long-term memory and in learning. It's also one of the vulnerable parts of our brain. It starts shrinking at the age of 30, and average volume loss in late adulthood is about 1 to 2% a year in a normal healthy person. And that leads to memory impairment and increases the risk of dementia. Hippocampus is the earliest and most severely affected part of our brain in several neuropsychiatric disorders such as Alzheimer's disease. It's been seen that patients with early AD have 15 to 30% volume loss of the hippocampus. For patients with moderate AD, it may reach 50%. and with minimal cognitive impairment, it may reach 10 to 15% volume loss.
But here's the good news again. With exercise, you can not only maintain the health of your hippocampus, but you can actually reverse the shrinking. Numerous studies show aerobic exercise increases the volume of the hippocampus. You can Google it. Even walking can increase the volume of your hippocampus by 1% a year. Some functions of the prefrontal cortex are problem solving, reasoning, comprehension, organizing and planning, staying focused, self-control, etc. Study shows that exercise enhances the activity of the prefrontal cortex in healthy older adults. Exercise increases your energy level. It's not a myth. A lot of studies support that. Look at this Harvard Health Publishing article. Someone asked the question, I've been feeling tired lately. My doctor suggested I exercise more. How will this help my energy level? Would it make me feel more tired? And the expert's answer is, it might sound strange, but it's true that moving more can help give you more energy through several mechanisms. To begin with, cellular level changes occur inside your body when you exercise. Exertion spurs your body to produce more mitochondria inside your muscle cells. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of cells because they create fuel out of glucose from the food you eat and oxygen from the air you breathe. Having more of them increases your body's energy supply. Exercising also boosts oxygen circulation inside your body. This increase in oxygen not only supports the mitochondria's energy production, it allows your body to function better and to use its energy more efficiently. Plus, your body gets a boost from an exercise-induced increase in hormone levels that makes you feel more energized. Exercise is universally recognized as a part of diabetes treatment. When you eat, your blood sugar goes high. To control the blood sugar level, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin, produced only by its beta cells. Now your cells need glucose to produce the energy they need to function properly. And insulin works like keys for your cell to enter glucose into it. If beta cells get destroyed by your immune system and are unable to produce insulin and blood sugar rises, this condition is called type 1 diabetes. If your cells don't react to insulin and are unable to receive glucose where insulin is not enough and your blood sugar goes high, it's called type 2 diabetes. The vast majority of the diabetic people have type 2 diabetes. Unfortunately, diabetes has no cure. You can only manage. Study shows that regular exercise has a significant benefit on insulin sensitivity, which may persist for 72 hours or longer after the last training bout. Exercise also reduces your blood sugar level. How? Well, when you exercise, your muscles use more glucose for energy, whether insulin is present or not. Hey, we're at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, this is the first part. I'll upload the second part soon. I divided this whole thing into 2 parts because I don't want to make it too long. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you in the next one. Jai Hind.